Hello you guys, hi, welcome back. I want to give a kawaii shout out to Tiffany Han, Daria, Nails by Simon, and Sista Smurf. Thank you guys so much for being the first to comment on my last video, and thank you to everyone who tries to make it to these videos. I love you guys all so much. So I have two of these gel polish sets from Modelones to show you guys. I'm going to swatch them. So this one is called the Arts Deco set, I believe. I'm just going to double check that name because girl. Yeah, Art Deco colored gel collection. So I like the theme of this. These colors are just a little bit on the fall side for me, so I didn't really go for that fall look today, but I did use colors from this set today. And I also have another set called Charming Dots, so I'm swatching both of these collections. As always with the Modelones gels, I feel like you get a really good value, especially if you're someone who does not have a pretty big gel polish collection and you want to get started and you want to have like a range of colors. I think that the price is really good for these, so they will be linked down below. All of the colors are very smooth and pigmented. I like these shimmers. I especially really like this champagne gold shimmer. It was really cute to me and I ended up using it today. And this is the last color. So unfortunately the bottles themselves don't have names, so I just have the colors here, and hopefully when you go check them out at the link you'll know which one is which or whatever. So this is Charming Dots. It has a similar vibe as the Arts Deco, but there's just a couple different more shades in this one. There's like a gray, and then they have this red here. So I'm just doing one coat, and you clearly are getting that one coat coverage. They kind of have like this self-leveling property to them. They're really nice and they cured well for me as well. So yeah, I'm just swatching these on the Coffin nails on my little nail stand. And I have some wall tack holding these nails up on here. I get asked about that all the time. Anyways, so the look I'm doing, you guys by the thumbnail are probably like, these colors have nothing to do with this look. But yeah, so I ended up using the cream from the Charming Dots, which is at the bottom here, and I used the nude at the top and the shimmering gold at the top from the Arts Deco set. So this is my sister. I am in quarantine with her, like we're already exposed to each other, so yeah, don't worry about all of that. I'm doing her new set. It's already been 2 weeks. She's missing one nail, and I'm pretty happy with how this set lasted on her, considering that I usually have to use acrylic on her. This is the first time that I did an all gel set that lasted on her, except for that one nail, which is really good for her. It was pretty funny. I was kind of like messing with her head because she was convinced herself that she could only wear acrylic nails, but when I did this set she wasn't paying attention to like what I was doing. And when I finished the nails, she went home or whatever, and I checked on her nails and I was like, you know that's an all gel set, right? And it kind of like messed with her head because she's not used to gel nails lasting on her. So maybe it's like placebo effect, who knows. So yeah, to take off some nails or to just create a new set, you don't always have to remove or soak off all the way down to your natural nails, especially if you are not experiencing lifting. Like my sister here, she is not having any lifting whatsoever. These nails are holding on for dear life. So it would actually do more damage to the natural nail to try to remove all of this product. It's okay to simply file down to a thin layer and just leave a thin layer of builder gel or base coat gel or acrylic, whatever is that first layer touching the natural nail. If it's adhered, just leave it. You don't have to take it off all the way. It's really not necessary. So I'm just taking it down to a thin layer with this bit. This bit I got from what is this store? I'm having a complete brain fart right now. It's Ninja Nail Fairy's store, and I say the name of her store all the time, but for some reason I'm forgetting right now. That's gonna drive me crazy. Glitter Planet UK, yeah, okay. It's a coarse bit and it has a smooth top, and I obsessed with this drill bit. Removal is fun. Like, removal was not fun for me before, but now it's extremely fun because the product is coming off so fast, especially if you're someone who works with polygels or builder gels, extension gels. They're kind of softer materials, so they file off really quick. So this was nothing for me to just clip her nails down and then file it down to a thin layer. So I also just kind of like clipped out her free edge really short, because the set that I'm doing today, I don't really want a lot of her natural nails to show through. After this step, I'm gonna take a cuticle bit that I got from Enail Couture and just take off any little bits of cuticle if there is any. She really doesn't have much new growth. This is not really a refill, it's more so just like a redesign. I wanted to just go ahead and do a completely different design and a different shape and everything. So yeah, I really like this cuticle bit, but it's one of those bits that's very sharp around the edges, so you have to be careful. It's not like a safety cuticle bit, so if you are not used to using the e-file, if you're still kind of a novice, be very careful with this bit, but I'll have it linked. So these are the colors I chose. There's two from the Arts Deco set. It's this, I think it's the nude here and the shimmering champagne kind of color here, and then from the Charming Dots, Charming Dots set, I put that kind of like cream color and mixed it together to create a base. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna use to disguise her nails. But before I even get to that, this is her natural nails. Well, not really. These are her nails with a little bit of like a layer of product there. I'm just going in and dehydrating and priming. I'm using the nail prep step and the primer step from Enail Couture just for good measure. I did already remove all the oils and dirt using YoungNails Swipe, but I just went ahead and did those steps anyways because I kind of feel like it does something. If you read the description on those products, it sounds very convincing, so I just do it anyway. And then I'm using YoungNails Protein Bond, a must-have, and I'm kind of waving my hands over it to kind of let it settle in and dry down. Now I'm using the base coat gel. This is kind of like my first layer. We're going to grab onto her natural nails with this if there's any natural nail exposed, and onto the existing layer of gel that should be on her nails right now. So this is gonna be like our adhesion layer. I'm just flash curing and then sending her into the lamp for a full cure. Once that comes out, I'm painting on that mixture that I made. And this, I'm doing this really because the nails that I'm going to put on her today are kind of translucent and they have a glittery kind of jelly look to them. And I didn't want her natural nails to show, although her natural nails are very nice looking and it would not look bad. I kind of just wanted to create a camouflage illusion where it's just like a completely seamless, perfect finish where you don't see any separation between the natural nail and the nail that I'm going to cure on today. So this is an A-press dupe method or the 1, 2, 3 go method, whatever you prefer to call it. Kira Sky is also has this method in their line too, so I don't know. We're just curing some nails on today. I call it a prey dupe. Sorry y'all, I know I said A-press, but a prey. So after that layer cured, and I just did the thinnest layer of that. I'm using a gel brush from YoungNails right now, by the way. And then after that layer had cured, I'm gonna put on that champagne glittery color, and somehow, some way, this was just the most amazing base to cure these nails onto. The nails that I'm curing on today are the XXL Coffin nails from Enail Couture, but they are in that sugar pink color that he just came out with. I told you guys about it in my last video, and I decided to use these. Even though we're doing a shorter square, I wanted to use these as the base because it's like it just gives you a perfect square once you cut them down. It is a waste of length, and I wasn't expecting her to want them that short, but I kind of like short nails now. By the way, have you guys noticed my nails? I did a video on these. It's the most recent video. I'll have it linked in the cards. These are from Trashy Talons, and these are actually press-ons that I pressed on with glue, and they're lasting pretty well. Just a little update. It's only been a day, so can't really say too much. I'm gonna try to keep them on as long as possible, but so far so good. They feel really good, really firm. They're not flimsy or anything. So you guys just saw me use a drill bit to kind of go in and add scratches to the underside of these 1, 2, 3 go nails. I usually never do this. People ask me all the time. They'll be like, I noticed you didn't etch the inside of the nails. Does it make a difference? I will tell you personally, my experience has been that it's never made a difference. However, it's hard to tell when you've never done it if it does make a difference or not, right? So I wanted to experiment today and let's see if it makes a difference. So I went ahead and just added those scratches in for good measure. And now I'm just curing those on with the base coat gel. I applied a layer of base coat gel to her natural nail and a thin layer on the inside of the nail. And I just sandwiched it together, made sure there were no air bubbles. And then I used the little flash handheld lamp thing to get a little quick cure. You have to be careful with this thing because it is actually really strong, and if you hold it too close, it can kind of like burn your client. So I try to just like be careful with this thing because it's actually stronger than it looks. So I love the effect of putting these pink nails on top of this kind of like nude shimmer base. It's like these glitters are a perfect match made in heaven. I feel like once the nails got on, you just kind of didn't really see her nails anymore. They just kind of blended into that fake nail, which is kind of what I wanted. So I'm really happy with the result. Of course, you can probably achieve this with any like glitter, but I just found it kind of, I don't know, I found it interesting how these glitters like really matched really well for me. I don't know if I have any loose glitters that look exactly like these tips, so I was super happy about that. So yeah, I'm just cutting down the length with my cutter to match the other side. And yeah, I kind of like double, triple check this. So after I do that, I'm going to kind of go in with the hand file and bring the sidewalls in, but I'm not going to do it too much. I noticed that I have a bad habit of over filing sometimes. It's something I usually do more so on myself, but I do kind of go ham with the filing, so I'm trying to pull back a bit. I think it's good to care about the shape so much that you like file in, but sometimes I have to remind myself to like bring it back a bit because I end up ruining the nails, you know? So one thing that I hear a lot about these nails is that they are not strong enough to wear on their own. I would not say wear these on their own. I wouldn't ever say like cure these on and just go about your business. You definitely are not done once you cure them on. I personally feel like at this length, you're gonna need at least 2 layers of some sort of gel. I would say like, personally, I would just say 2 layers of base coat gel and then put the top coat on top and underneath, and that's good enough, which is what I'm doing on my sister today. I felt like that was enough. When I did those steps, I had her kind of like test the strength for herself and kind of like tap down with her nails and apply pressure to the nails and try to feel if they felt weak or bendy, and she said that they felt fine. So I think because this is such a short length, that's good enough. If the nails were any longer, I would probably go up to, hell, even 7 layers of base coat gel I've done in the past, especially with the super flimsy McCart nails from Amazon. Those have no sort of strength in them whatsoever. So definitely just use discretion, use discernment, and just do what feels right. Don't stop your service until the nails are strong, because, you know, nothing sucks more than a bendy nail. I noticed that Max actually just dropped a product today. It's so crazy. Every time I open Instagram, he drops a new product. It's so fun and exciting. But it looks like it's kind of like the Enail Couture version of A-Press Extend Gel. It looks like a gel. It's probably a base coat type of thing where it's like a gel that you can use to cure the 1, 2, 3 go nails with, and you can also use it as a builder to add strength to the nails. So not only can you cure the nails on with it, but you can add strength on top with it. So I think it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. I want to read more about it and see like what the other claims and benefits are, but I will probably post that somewhere on screen so you guys can see it. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. So yeah, I think this type of design, this type of pink sugar nail is really helpful for when you're trying to have someone just in and out, like those in and out clients. For, you know, of course, like when we get back to normal life and everyone can take their clients again. But yeah, for those times where you just want to do something really quick, they also have some regular pink color nails right now. They have some nude, some shimmery, whatever, and there's other brands that do this type of thing as well, but Enail Couture is the only brand right now that has like this pink jelly glitter transparent thing. It's really cute to me, really pretty. At first I felt like it wasn't pink enough, and I asked her, I was like, do you think it's pink enough? Should we add like a pink jelly on top of it to make it pinker? And she was like, no, it's perfect. And I agree. I'm glad I didn't do anything else to it. It's absolutely perfect the way it is. I cannot tell if this is my second layer of base coat gel. Okay, yeah, I think this is actually after the 2 layers of base coat gel are done. What I did was I took some ShopKeeki decals. These are just some Chanel decals, and we're going in the middle of the nail with that. And I just encased those under 2 layers of base coat gel. And after every layer, you're gonna see me wiping away the tacky layer and filing in the sidewalls, because I always just end up losing the shape no matter how much I wipe down the sides. It doesn't matter. The shape gets wonky, but yeah. So I think at this point we're doing the 2nd layer base coat. Okay, yeah, this is the 2nd layer base coat gel actually. So yeah, after this point I felt like it was strong enough, and then I just put a top coat. But yeah, pretty simple, super easy to do, super quick to do. I mean, you can't beat this. I like that I was able to experiment with curing on a colored nail before. I've never done that before. I honestly never really thought about it. In theory, it makes perfect sense because that light can shine through jelly, because you know they're like translucent. But I just never really thought to try it for some reason. I never thought to try it. People would ask me in the comment section, can I design my press-on nails and then cure them on? And I would always say no, because I'm thinking that they're gonna make the nails opaque. But if you design your nails and they're jelly or clear, you definitely can. You can make them on a stand and then cure them on just like this. It should definitely work. So just make sure you know, go into your big lamp after you flash cure them on and get a really strong cure. You know, try to prep your nails well. Your prep is really what's going to determine how long they last. Make sure you're getting your cuticles off. Make sure you're using a primer and dehydrator and all that stuff. Definitely with the thumbs, try to flash cure them. I noticed the thumbs are the first to go for my girls who I do A-press dupes on, because I think when they go into the lamp, they don't really have their thumb sticking towards the light. It's kind of like facing towards them out of the lamp. And I think it just doesn't get a strong enough cure, and that's gonna cause some weakness in the nails. So here I'm applying a shiny top coat. With this type of jelly nail, definitely get that underside like you need it to be super shiny and glassy. I love the fact that I don't have to do any sort of filing over the top of the nail. The nails already have a built-in apex, so once you just add these layers of gel, it just conforms to the shape that's already there. You don't have to worry about building up any particular shape. It's good to go. Like, I feel like this is the future of nails, just finding ways to shorten the service. I think it's such a, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love doing those like super intense 4-hour sets, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's just a lot more efficient to be able to just cure on a set of nails that are kind of like really close to the end result that you want to achieve, and just cut 2 hours out of the entire process. Like, that's great. I want to see more of that. I think it would be really cool to have like French tip nails that we can cure on. Do you know what I mean? Like, the nails already have like a French tip on them, and maybe the nail bed is like this pink sugar design. Like, how dope would that be? That would be freaking amazing. I think that type of stuff would just be like beyond game changing. It would almost render nail tech somewhat obsolete at that point. Like, it's kind of getting to that point, I feel like, with nails, where it's becoming so user friendly and easy to do that like you don't even need the salon, you know, kind of. You don't really need professional training or anything. So yeah, this is the final result. I did one end result shot with this pink backdrop, and then I realized you can't really see what's going on, so stay tuned. We're gonna have another clip on a white background. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to my patrons. I hope you guys are all well and safe. I love you so much, and I will see you guys in my next one. Love you, bye.